Good evening, everybody, and welcome along to Inside Line Racing. This is ILR1 on the PS4 side, the top tier, the best of the best. And tonight we are at round number 9 in Suzuka for the Japanese Grand Prix. One of my favourite circuits. This was actually where I made my ILR commentary debut, so it's going to bring back a lot of memories. And historically, it's been one of the very last races of the season where it's been made for some fantastic title deciders. The famous one being, of course, Prost versus Senna in 1988. And the most famous one was in 1989 where they both collided around 130R. And that was the end of the title fight. And who can also not forget the other title fight that happened around here where Nigel Mansell suffered a crash in qualifying that ruled him out of the race, gifting the year's championship to Nelson Piquet, his bitter rival. So some interesting fights. We're not going to get a fight here tonight because the championship has already been decided. So I'm Jess and I am filling in for Andy tonight in the commentary box as he can't make it. He'll be back next week. With 3 more rounds to go, I'm sure we've got some great races ahead of us. Now, if you're watching last week's race, I was watching last week's race and I was absolutely on my feet pretty much the whole time. It was an absolutely brilliant race, and it is where we saw VSR Blizzard becoming a double ILR1 world champion. He took the title in style, but he had to work for it though, because there was some battles going on, and he had to battle with former ILR1 champion Lewis as well. It was just great to see. There was loads of battles going all throughout the grid, and it was just one of the races of the season in my opinion. Italy always brings out some good races, and I think we're going to see the same in Japan today. We've got 16 drivers, and due to the fact there is no championship to contend with, most of these drivers here tonight are going out to go and have some fun. Will they make some moves which they won't necessarily go for if it was they were going for the championship fight, or will they just want to get a position anyway? So we're riding on board with Gollan, and he was the first person to come out of the pit as he's setting his qualifying lap at this moment in time. So hopefully he gets a good one in a moment as he heads through smooth. Most people have opted for the super soft tyres to start their first flying lap at the moment. We have quite a few people on the mediums as well. The tyres on offer for this evening's race is the supers, the softs and the mediums, with a majority of people going on the super, probably do supers to medium strategy. That's the winning strategy I've seen in most tiers this week. Has gone and comes across the line and he sets the benchmark time to 1:26.4. That is not a bad lap time off the bat, saying a benchmark here, but we could see some faster lap times. Now I'm just going to see who else is on a lap time. We've got It's Me in the Toro Rosso. He's going 3 sets of 3 now, just going towards 130R as well. He is not doing too bad in the championship either, even though the championship is over for him. He is 3rd, but due to his DNF last week, Paris overtook him and Paris became 2nd place. So he really needs to get a good finish here. And It's Me just got a lap 1:26.7, so already time's closing up already as we've got quite a few people going into the pits already. Leon comes across the line. He's about to actually no, he just set one, which is a 1:27.9. Lewis 1:29.8. So yeah, they are coming thick and fast today. 1:27.9 on a set of mediums is pretty good, but mediums are not the best tyre to set a lap on in qualifying. Usually you would either start on the supers and the softs. I have seen some people try soft to supers, but it's not really ideal because the supers only last about 8 or 9 laps. So we'll just have to wait and see. So we're seeing who else is on the supers that we can follow on a lap. We've got Poe. He's coming towards 130R as well in the Renault car. Now Poe didn't do too bad from that last time out. He came in 6th place after his DNF in Germany, so good recovery drive from him to, he's currently 13th in the standings, and I'm sure he wants to get better than that and go into the top 10. He's currently in the pits, so I'm guessing his lap time got invalidated there. Let's see who else on the lap. We've got Foxy Dude, who is on in the Ferrari. He's on the lap now. Spoiler alert, Ferrari did get their 2nd pole of the season in real life, with Sebastian Vettel getting his pole first time since Germany last year. And even though I was a Mercedes fan, was really glad that Vettel got pole. His face beamed up and it was very great to see. So what can Foxy do here? Can he make the Ferrari fans proud once again? The Ferrari people have done well in the tiers this week for Japan, so it's quite a strong track for them. And it is also a very strong track for the wheel users as well in terms of that. So that's why a lot of people like this track. So Foxy comes across the line. What lap time does he set? It is a 1:29.2 on the set medium. So I think he'll probably go on to a set of the softs and then probably maybe the supers. I don't know. Leon is on the softs though. Very interesting as he went a bit off the grass there, going through, I think it was one of the Degner curves. And he is probably going to have another chance pretty soon to get a good lap in as well. Now, VSR Blizzard is in the pits. Now, knowing Blizzard, because he's won the championship already, he's got nothing to lose. So I won't be surprised if VSR Blizzard does a last to first challenge. Because I think he does it every year. I thought he would save it to the last race of the season, but it looks like he might save it. He might do it tonight. Or he'll wait till the last second, pull up a good lap and show us what he's made of. Now, Leon in the championship, he's currently 6th in the championship. He got a P7 last time about. He's about to come across the line now, 1:27.3 on the softs, and that puts him in 4th place. 5 people not to set a lap time right now. Turn 1 could be very tricky to overtake. It is important to get right as well. And we've seen in many other tiers, turn 1 could offer a lot of instance. I was commentating ILR3 on Xbox. There was only one major incident in turn 1, lap 1, but we've seen more in the laps to come. So it is not just a lap 1 thing. It could pretty much happen anywhere. Now we've got ILRT Alfie, who I believe is going to go on a lap at the moment as well. As he goes through set 1. Now let's just follow him on a lap. Knowing him, he'll probably be on going into the pits. We'll just have to find out as well. We've got 10 minutes left to go of the session then. And Japan, I also find a track where the toe is very important, especially through 130R. If you have your teammate that's on an out lap or an in lap and it's right in front of you, that can really increase your speed a little bit, and especially through here as well. Across the bridge, and no, that is his lap time invalidated, and you'll have to, yeah, he has bottled his lap, and he's gone down to 0, so you'll have to go into the pits and start another lap, or you'll wait for a little bit there. So this is a track where we could see a lot of people get invalidated as well. Now, Sterling West, he's an example that he's also going to get a tow from CC Brain as well. Nope, he's slowing down as well. He's got his lap time invalidated too. Zenki's on an out lap. I'm just trying to see. I think everyone's probably going to dive it into the pits. I think as far as I'm aware, just so they're just going to wait for the best possible moment to try and get a lap in. It is a 5.8 kilometre circuit. And Honda actually used to own this track. And they wanted to make the layout of this track, which looks pretty good. And there is a lot of challenges that a lot of people can get around here, so we need to watch out for tonight. Another thing to watch out for, particularly in qualifying, is the S section. If they bottle it in the S section, then that's it. That would really compromise the rest of the lappers. That was a bit of a save from Sterling West there. So, and also just to let you know, ILR2 and ILR3 is also streaming at the exact same time due to the fact that the Real Life Canadian Grand Prix is happening at 7:10, and we obviously don't want to clash with the race. So that is why all 3 top tiers are being streamed at the exact same time. So feel free to jump on any tier at this moment in time. There's also a title decider for ILR2 that could be imminent today. Basically, Onyx has to finish in order to win the title. So yeah, so you can watch that as well, have both streams going on at the exact same time. As Blizzard is going on for a lap then, I thought he was going to say in the pits, but he decided to go on to a lap, and he's going on to, I believe, he's going on to he's going on to a 7 mediums then. So he is trying for the alternate strategy. Well, to be honest, I'm not really that surprised he's going for the alternate strategy, because he wants to try and gain as much positions as possible, and no matter where he finishes, he's still world champion anyway, and he's got a chance to see if he could regain that title in the Race of Champions, which I'm not sure when that's going to happen, but probably about a week before the game. New game comes out, the F1 21 game. So we've got Golonen that just set the fastest lap time so far with a 1:26.2. Now, in ILR1 Xbox, I do believe the fastest time was a 1:25. I will still need to check that, but I'm not entirely sure about that one. So let's just follow our championship leader, our newly crowned champion, our reigning double champion, going through towards Spoon Curve, braking just before the 50-meter board. Not too much braking needed. I do believe he's running out of fuel though, so this will probably be his last chance to lap. Knowing me, he'll probably go into the pits, knowing him. So as he goes through 130R now. Now the intriguing bits this season, which really helped some people, was the fact that the teams and the teammates were decided based on how well you performed last season. And if you're new, it was based on a time trial. Now, Liddon is going to come across the line. What lap time is he going to set? It is P7 on a set medium. That is a good lap from him on a set medium compound tyres. Only about 10 thousandths slower than Wayne on the soft tyres. So that just goes to show how fast this guy is. He is mega quick. So watch out for him in the race, I've got to tell you. Now, Alfie, can he get a lap in? Can he needs to get one in soonish. I know there's 5 minutes left to go, but if he doesn't get one in now, he only has one more chance to get one in, and usually it's kind of like one-shot quali in a way, so it is best to get a couple of laps in, make sure you know where you stand, so really you know where to improve and you know where to get the best possible lap in. So yeah, he's got a chance. Now, I think a few people to watch out for this race is quite a few people actually, based on the results from last week. So I think another person to watch out for is Lewis. Lewis was P2 last week from obviously Blizzard. I won't be surprised if he gets another lap out of the bag and possibly goes near the top of the timing sheet. You never know. Also another person, Wayne. Wayne did absolutely sensational last week. Some great battles, came out of nowhere and scored a fantastic podium. And another person, potentially, Janol did very well last week as well. So the top 4 as well. Looks like Alfie's going to get a tow from Blizzard there, as Blizzard dives it into the pits. And Alfie's going to come off the line. Is it going to be a validated lap? It is, luckily. But only 9th on the super soft tyres, so he'll have to go again, because don't forget, in ILR and in all racing leagues in the F1 2018 game, the top 10 will have to start the race on the time that they set their fastest lap in. We don't know what the weather is going to be like, so looks like it's going to be a dry race, because otherwise they would all be on the soft supers, so it is going to be a dry race by the looks of it. But unless any of the drivers can message me, unless it changes, if I don't get a message, I assume it's going to be a dry race anyway. So, there's a lot of people going into the pits right now. Lewis, he could be, nope, he is on a in-lap. How about It's Me? He could potentially be on the lap just past 130R. Now, this is called the Casio Triangle. And to be honest, I won't be surprised if it's named after a calculator. Casio calculator, which is a lot surprising. I think he improved that, a 126.754. That puts him up in 4th now. So that's pretty good from It's Me in the Toro Rosso. So pretty decent stuff. And just looking at the times actually, all 14 drivers separated by 1.9 seconds. Obviously Zenki and Poe still to set a lap time. And oh, whoa, that was an interesting entry there. Yeah, that was a massive corner cut. He'll have to go into the pit lane, but he might have invalidated anyway, and he's running out of fuel as well. That's probably why he wants to try and get into the pit very quickly. And Foxy Dude in the Ferrari on the soft tyres. Is he going to get one in, or is he going to dive it into the pits? Yes, he's going to dive it into the pits. There's quite a few people on their outlaps though. We've got Wayne, Liam, CC Brain, Janol, and our pole sitter Golonen, who hasn't moved off of the pole sit for quite a long time. And Leon is P2, but only 1/10 of a second. That's another guy to watch out for as well. Leon is pretty good around Japan, as far as I'm told. So, yeah. Now, actually, I will need to get best. That's probably why. Lewis did set his lap on the mediums. My bad. My apologies. That was a correction from Maxi there. Thank you very much. As Wayne is about to set his flyer, I believe, and I think Liam's about to start his one as well. A majority of people in the pits, they really got to make a move on. Wayne's going to counter some traffic then. He's going to get a bit of tow from Blizzard and Francis. I think both Francis and Blizzard are helping each other out. The tow is very important, and that's what these two guys are doing then. So I think what Blizzard is trying to do is he's trying to help his teammate Francis out, which is very key around this circuit. Like I said, if you know you're going to do well, help your teammate out. And obviously, if Blizzard has nothing to lose, I won't be surprised if he's helping out his teammate anyway. So Rain is going towards the start of sector 2 then, as he starts to make sure that he gets a good lap. And I did follow him before earlier on as well. Again, another dark horse potentially. But I'm probably not going to make too much predictions in this race, because usually if I make predictions, usually they bottle it. So, and I don't really want to jinx things here in ILR, because I am known for being the commentator's cursor for quite a long time now. So, Wayne is going through water across 130R there, doing very well, getting full throttle here as he goes towards the Casio triangle. He's going to use all the ERS needed. He's got enough ERS, it's me. Decided enough is enough for him. He is retired from the session. He can't go any faster. Wayne comes across the line. He has a chance to set one more lap, but he's slowing down a little bit there. It is in P4, so not bad on set of softs. That's going to really help him in the race, and he has retired from the session. Leon in P2 then. He's going to be the last. How about Golden in sector 2? How about, I'm just trying to see who will be the last person to cross the line now. Lewis, he's in P6. And he improved on the softs by 0.3 per second. So, I think it's invalidated though. So, he will need to set another lap on those soft tyres if he really wants to get it in. How about Blizzard? Blizzard is starting sector 1 as well. So, first of all, let's have a quick follow of France actually. Francis could be a potential threat as well going through sector 1. Now, he did get the tow from his teammate, as Gonanen has gone fastest again. He's improved his time, so the checker flag has fallen then here in Japan. Who is going to beat Gonanen's time, we'll have to find out. CC Brady is going to pass Spoon. Sterling West has retired from the session. Ickle Blocks, he's going through sector 2 as well, so let's stay on board with Francis there. Oh no, it wasn't Francis, it was someone else that I was following with, but I'm not entirely sure there, as Janor has retired from the session. Blizzard is going to get a tow from his teammate. That is really going to make matters work for Blizzard then. It's going to be quite fast, and he is on the soft tyres as well, as Francis moves out the way. CC Brain retires from the session then. Blizzard comes across the line. Ickle Blocks comes 6th. How about Blizzard? It's only 6th with a 1:26.7. How about Lewis? And Lewis is slowing down, so he's not going to get a lap in. So, looks like the order hasn't changed. Gonanen has been on provisional pole for pretty much the whole of qualifying, and he stayed there. He did what he needed to do, and this is a circuit that matters. But most of the time, usually, if you're in P2 or P3, you're much better going to get a good chance to make the move into turn 1. So, here we go. Here are your standings then, with Gonanen taking pole by 39,000 of a second. Leon, the true dark horse of the session, if I agree. Absolutely great lap from him, with CC Braid in P3. Wayne, a good lap as well in the Ferrari in P4. Then we got It's Me in P5. Blizzard in P6. Lickle Blocks in 7th. Liam in 8th. Alfie in 9th. Lewis rounding up your top 10. So, Lewis, the only person in the top 10 to start on the medium compound tyres. And then we've got the other guys that I just didn't have time to read because the standings went too quickly. So, that is interesting. Lewis, the only guy on the top 10 to start on the medium compound tyres. Not the best tyre to start a race on, but very good in trying to make sure that you gain position. But he's going to try and find it hard with people possibly on softer compound tyres behind him. he may fall into a risk of losing positions into turn 1. But if he gets it right, that'll be absolutely sensational stuff. So, and it looks like it's going to be a dry race, so no rain in sight for the drivers. I know the drivers are going to be very relieved about that, as a lot of people don't like Suzuka when it's wet. I do, because it gives a great spectacle for commentating. But there we go. So, Blizzard starting lower down the field, but obviously all he's got to do is have some fun and put a name out there as well. But we need to watch out for possible people that could be threats to his title hopes maybe in Season 6. Now, because of Blizzard's win in ILR1, he's automatically guaranteed a spot in ILR1 next season if he chooses to, of course. So let's look at the tyres. Now, as well as Lewis being on set the medium tyres, the only other people on the medium tyres for this race in the bottom half of the field is Janot and Francis. So they've chosen to start on the mediums, and we have got Wayne, Blizzard, Lickle, Liam, Poe, Foxy Dude, Sterling West and Zenki on the softs. Everybody else, which is Gonanan, Leon, CT Brain, It's Me and Alfie on the 7 Super Soft. Now, I'm quite surprised not many people opted for the Supers, but the softs do last a lot longer, and you could do soft to mediums as well. So, it is possible. It is possible. So, let us know in the chat, what would you think? What would you do? Would you rather do super soft to mediums, or would you do soft to mediums? Now, if I was to run this race, because I didn't race this week because I was busy, but if I was to run this race, I would personally, because of how low I was in the standings, I would definitely have done soft to mediums because they last longer. That is to be honest, that is the true fact right there. As it is very sunny here around Suzuka, the track is getting very hot around here. This is the ILR1 round 9. We've got 3 more rounds to go. This is crazy. The season has gone absolutely quickly. I remember commentating on the first round of ILR1 in Australia when I was filling in. And to see a lot of these new drivers do well in this tier. Obviously, we haven't got Paris here tonight. We haven't got Abiadun. They couldn't make it, so there's a chance for Lewis to get P2 again in the standings, perhaps. So the battle for P2 in the standings is nowhere near over yet. Blizzard's got a massive gap up front, but the rest of the battle for the championship is still hotting up. So, because it could help them in terms of car selection for next season. So anything counts here. So we are about to get underway here in ILR1. The 5 red lights are about to come on. Gonanan on your right hand side of the screen. Leon on the left. Who's going to get the best start? Let's see. And it's lights out and away we go. And looks like Gonanan gets a very good start into turn 1. CC Brain right on the back of Leon then as he covered into turn 1. Almost 4 wide going into turn 1. Let's see if everyone makes it very cleanly. Looks like they made it clean so far, as with a lot of game positions here as well. Not that much major instance as far as I'm aware, which is good to see. But watch out for that very tricky S section as well. We've seen a lot of people lose it as well. We've got Wayne right on the back of It's Me as well, trying to fend for position as well. Alfie still on equal blocks, and Lewis, like I said, he probably regrets starting on those medium compound tyres, as he's dropped all the way down into 13th place. So not the best of starts for him in the McLaren seat. So he's got some making up to do. He's going to dive around the inside of Foxy Dude then, going into the very tight sector 2. Let's just see what happens here. I think he gains that position. Francis in P12 as well. Lewis is going to try and look for another move, possibly not through Spoon. We'll have to find out. There's also battles happening in towards the midfield as well. We'll keep an eye on that. Blizzard right on the back of it. This is Wayne now. Don't forget, DRS is not enabled yet. And we got It's Me and CC Brain trying to make a move towards the Casio triangle as well. Let's see what happens here. As it's a very good move. Poe drops it down into 11th. Janot makes the move stick on that. It's Me doing a very good job so far. Let's look at the positions gained so far. It's Me gained 1 position. Francis gained 3. And the people that have gained 1 is Liam, Janot, Poe, And it's me, obviously. The massive loser is Lewis, and also Foxy Dude. He had a little bit of an issue as well. But apart from that, I don't see any major damage to any front wings yet. But I'm not going to jinx anything, because otherwise I will get told off. But anyway, lap 2, got an install lead. He's already pulling away 7/10 behind Leon then. So he's quite comfortably in the lead at the moment, but Leon is trying to find some time across him. So Leon has really got to get a move on, but he's probably trying to save his tyres anyway as well then. Well, he's starting to see a train forming already. You can see the guys on the wheel are going to have more advantage here due to the flowing corners and the S section as well. We got a yellow flag in centre 2. Oh no, that's Foxy Dude. That's just binned it, I think, towards, I can't remember what turn it was. I think it was, let me just get my track map. It was the tight little hairpin coming on towards turn 11. Yeah, he's retired from the session there. So he is not taking any further part in his qualifying session then. Meanwhile, Poe is going to try and make a move past Janot for 10th place, the final points position. Any points is key at this stage of the championship, but there's also It's Me trying to make a move into turn 1. Oh, It's Me going a bit wide there as we got the Hash trying to gain position as well. It's Me has dropped it then, Blizzard and Wayne has overtook him. So there we go, It's Me has lost it there. Also, Ickelblocks has lost it. So has It's Me got damage? Because he might have done. Because he is losing a bit of time already to the guys in front of him. So he's got to make it up to do. Wayne and Blizzard having a little bit of a battle, a little bit of a scrap then. Blizzard makes his way past Wayne then. So Blizzard up into 4th place already. Gained 2 positions then. Showing why he's a class of the field. He's only 6/10 behind CC Brain. So we can watch out for him closely as he gained so much time on those soft tyres. Don't forget CC Brain is on the Super. So potentially the Supers can start to die around about lap 8, lap 9. So potentially, oh, Lewis out. Lewis is out. I'm not quite sure what happened there. He might have binned it by himself. Unfortunately, I can't go on board with anyone because that didn't happen. I couldn't see that. But look at this. Blizzard is going to try and make a move past CC Brain towards 130R. Can he make it move? Can he make it stick? Yes, he can. He's up into a podium position already then. Absolutely great stuff from the champion so far. Meanwhile, his teammate also making some good ground. Up into 11th, making his way past TTG Poe as well. Blizzard only 1.5 seconds behind Leon. Can he catch up to him? If CC Brain is not careful, he's going to have Wayne not that far behind. So we've still got a train forming there. This is great, incredible stuff. Now, let's see where France is in comparisons to Janot. Is he going to gain what he needs? They're on similar tyres, so it's a question on who can get the most grip out of the tyres. Can it be Janot or can it be Francis? We'll have to wait and see as they go towards turn 8, going through, 7, sorry, going through the Dunlop curve and then going through turn 8 on the Dunlop. Janot tries to stay behind. We've got Poe threatening Francis as well behind. As look at this, Francis is going to try and make a move around the inside of Janot then. And he gets it in, and look at this, Poe coming out of nowhere. Poe's looking like to see if he can capitalise on any mistakes. Look at this, go on board with Poe then taking the inside line from Janot, but not quite enough on this occasion. But if that move stuck for Poe, that would have been absolutely amazing there. He was just waiting for the perfect opportunity, and look at this. He's going to have another chance again. We've also got the Williams driver of Janot. No, the Williams driver of Sterling West, sorry. Oh my god, he's going to be 3 wide into 130R. Oh, this is very close as the Renault almost went a bit wide in 130R. As Francis is loving this, he's pulling away. And that is allowing him to get a good clean run into turn 1. But Poe and Janot still fighting as well. Zenki and Sterling West as well. This is absolutely crazy how they're going to get it clean. As Janot had a corner cut there, he's got another warning. He got a 3-second time penalty. That's allowed Zenki to make a move past Janot there as well. Janot getting another chance. Oh my word, that was close. Oh my god! I think that looked like decent there. I can't really tell, to be honest. There's Yeah, I don't really know, to be honest, what happened there, but wow. It looked like there wasn't much damage, though, so it looks like they were all okay. As Janor's going to have another look once again then on Zenki. This is going to be quite intense, as Wayne has just got past Lickle Blocks. But can Lickle Blocks go once again into Spoon? Maybe not. He could have another chance once again then. He's got It's Me for company as well. This is absolutely insane. No matter where you look, there's battles going on. This is why I like Japan so much. Here we go then. Lickle Blocks is going for the charge here, going towards 130R. Lickle Blocks is going to have advantage of DRS then, going into the start-finish straight. There is only one DRS point in the whole of the circuit, which is the start-finish straight. So let's see what Lickle Blocks can do here. Can he try and challenge Wayne for the move? No, he can't at this moment. Janor has lost places to both Zenki and Sterling West right at the back there. So he'll probably have to pit soon, but he's going to have another move on Sterling West once again, round the outside of him. Touching wheels once again. They're getting very feisty here today. And it looks like Janor takes it. But it might not be on track due to the penalties, of course, because Janor did get that 3-second time penalty. Not many other penalties I have seen in this race so far. As, oh no, I've jinxed it, didn't I? I jinxed it as Sterling West also got 3 seconds, and I think I did see Janor get another 3 seconds as well. I might be wrong, but we'll have to wait and see anyway. As Poe still on the back of Zenki, then he's going to look for another opportunity to pass. It's crucial for the pit stops if he gets it done, but obviously the pit window, it is not open yet, so it is really a battle for dear life here. In the championship, Poe is in P13, whereas Zenki is in P17. Not much of a difference in points in the championship between these two, so it is crucial. Oh, CC Brain in the top lot, getting a 3-second time penalty, and I've just seen, I missed this completely, I do apologise. Blizzard got the move past Leon, so Blizzard is up into P2 in this Grand Prix. So Blizzard could take the lead of this Grand Prix once these guys pit. CC Brain is now under pressure from Wayne and Lickle Blocks going into turn 1. CC Brain holds the inside line. What can Wayne do and challenge? Now Wayne's going to get the outside. He takes it, and he takes P4 on the road. Great stuff from Wayne. Lickle Blocks is right behind CC Brain as well. I wonder if team orders will come into play as well. Potentially team orders. It is quite common in Japan for team orders to crop up, and obviously they can do it. They can possibly get the tow as well, which will really help them. And some of them already out of the DRS tow, as looks like Lickle Blocks and CC Brain is not going to be team orders, as Lickle Blocks gets the move past CC Brain. I'm guessing they didn't really want to hurt each other due to the fact that Lickle Blocks does, CC Brain does have a penalty. It's me right behind CC Brain. CC Brain has got to try and defend right here and right now, because otherwise that will be another position loss. But look at the gap for the lead. It's coming down to 1.7 seconds between Gonan and Blizzard. Blizzard is absolutely flying right now, and I won't be surprised if Blizzard takes the fastest lap of the Grand Prix so far. So we will watch out as he's coming towards us. Oh, Gonan is in the pits then. He's got a 5-second stop go for speeding in the pit lane. That's really going to hurt his chances, and that's going to really help Blizzard then getting that cut right when he gets to his pit stop. So it was common for speeding in the pit lane to come at a cost, but really that has really come at a price for Gonan then, as he goes on to a set of the medium compound tyres. So he will have to serve it at his next pit stop, or he doesn't have to serve it and it will get added to at the end of this race then. Alfie also got a 5-second stop go as well for multiple warnings. I didn't see what happened to Alfie to cause those track warnings. So yeah, I won't, because I did see in Japan in ILR3 a lot of people on Xbox got penalties. I think literally everyone got penalties, and that was just insane. So I won't be surprised if we see that there. We can already start to see a little bit of the dirty air as well starting to form. I do see a little bit of, it's getting a little bit less sunnier. It's a bit cloudier at times, but it's still sunny, which is good. So, and Blizzard is still on the lead then, 3.9 seconds. Now, Wayne and Nickel are on the same strategy anyway, as we've seen what other battles we can potentially have. Now, Sterling West in P8 on the track at the moment. He's got very good corner speed actually going for the Casio Triangle. That's allowing to close up to Zenki then going into the start finish straight then. That's really going to help him. As It's Me is the last of the Super Soft runners to go into the pits. He is also going on to a set of the medium compounder tyres. Sterling West right on the back of Zenki then. Let's see what he could do here going in this very difficult X section of turn 5 and then into turn 6 and then another left into turn 7 and then approaching the Dunlop curve. And then we go into the curve here as he stays behind Zenki for now. Leon gets ahead of Janul in the pit stops. Obviously, Janul's still yet to pit. And Janul, I think, getting another penalty again. But it is all about points at this stage. It doesn't matter where you finish now. The championship is over. But I do believe that the Constructors is still going. But I won't be surprised, even if it's not. Mercedes probably would have done it anyway. I still see a bit of debris on the track there. And CT Brain also gets past Janul. So CT Brain up into 10th then. So CT Brain could catch up to Leon anytime soon in his next couple of laps as well. Now the pit window for the softs will be between laps 14 to 18 then. So that is when we can start to see the soft runners start to pit. And look at this. It's Me and Janul having a little bit of a scrap. That's Janul losing another position to It's Me. So Janul's medium tyres starting to wear out a little bit. And interestingly enough, Poe, the first of the soft runners to pit. I wasn't expecting Poe to pit earlier than he did. He might be going for the 2-stop. But no, he's not. He's going on to a set of the mediums. Oh, Blizzard getting a 3-second time penalty. Whereas not as much as Gonanen, and luckily not a stock go. So that's going to hinder him less, as I do see a Force India going wide into turn 1. Yep, that is Janul again. Yep, he is definitely, I can see he is struggling for grip on those medium tyres. So he's got to find a little bit of energy and to not give up, because that is very important in league racing. If you're right at the back and you think you're not going to finish and you're going to be like, yeah, that's retired, just don't. Because you might see some people in front of you make so many mistakes, and that could be your chance to possibly gain the points. That's what I've learned in league racing. And in some races, in particularly in Australia, that worked in my favour. I was like, nah, I'm not going to get in the points. And it turned out I was in the points. So, yes. Oh, yeah. He's struggling quite a bit there. And Sterling West then, still on the charge for Zenki. But let's draw our attention then to VSR Blizzard. VSR Blizzard is going into the pits then. Let's go on board, right on board with Gonanen. Then, as he goes towards the start finish straight, will VSR Blizzard go ahead of Gonanen? That is interesting. I know it's not going to affect them that much. Let's see where Blizzard comes on the track. Gonanen just comes ahead of him. Wow. So Blizzard. So Gonanen's pit stop really worked, but Blizzard is going to have an advantage of having the newer medium compounded tyres than Gonanen then. So the soft tyres pitted a few laps earlier than I thought, but due to the fact that the likes of Blizzard and Blizzard was involved in quite a few battles to try and make some moves on the field, then I'm not really that surprised that the tyres were starting to die. So everyone has pitted now, I believe. Let me just check. Yes, everyone has pitted except Blizzard's teammate, Francis. He would probably, I think, he would go again. I think, as well, yeah, I'm not surprised. Janul has retired there from the session, and I won't be surprised, to be honest, if he has given up. So that is a shame from Janul. Hopefully he can recover in the next race. Let's get the tyres back up. There we go. So, it's me up into 8th place then. He's going to try and get the comeback drive of his life then, but he's going to try and see if he can make the move towards 130R past Lickle Blocks. Maybe not now, but maybe towards the Casio Triangle perhaps. It's going to be close, but he's not going to try yet. One advantage Lickle Blocks is going to have is he's going to have advantage of DRS then. And Liam's saying the fastest lap on the medium tyres then. Everybody's on the medium tyres. There's no really alternate strategy here, as It's Me gets past Lickle Blocks with a very good move there into turn 2. Going for the S section now. We also got, we got Zenki. And I think Zenki and It's Me having a little bit of scrap once again, man. This is absolutely insane. And we got, this is not going to be over for the Haas and the Toro Rosso. The Toro Rosso is going to have a little bit of a tow from the cars in front as well, which will help him. But I think It's Me is going to be out of DRS range. So I think, to be honest, Lickle Blocks may have more of a chance. And you can see on Lickle Blocks' dash that the pit light has gone green. So I'm guessing his pit window for the medium compound tyres starts now. Is Jeffy, I think, is going to tell him to go into the pit stops. So if you're liking this race so far, don't forget to subscribe to the ILR channel and also follow us on Twitter at ILR League as well for some more things happening as well. Don't forget also, due to the fact that it's a real-life Canadian Grand Prix, we've also got the ILR2 and ILR3 streams streaming at the exact same time. So if you want to find out what's going on there, have all 3 streams happening at the exact same time, there you go. There's your answer. So you can swap and change. And if you see a battle in one, you can go to that one. Simple as that. So France is still yet to pit then, out of the medium runners. Everyone else has. And I think Janelle made a little bit of a mistake there for deciding to go onto the medium tyres first. I did see someone getting a time penalty. I wasn't quite sure who got that time penalty. I didn't quite see who got that time penalty. But I will give you an update in terms of penalties right in a second then. Lickle Blocks may have another chance here as well. Liam is about 1.3 seconds behind these guys, so you could catch up to it soon, maybe, perhaps. Now, I wonder what Francis is doing. Maybe Francis is going to go for the cheeky strategy and might try and go on the supers, maybe, if he can push those mediums to a good level, because he's around about 7.4 seconds behind Gonan. And he's able to have some clean air as well. And your medium tyres, I think, for Francis is going to last longer due to the fact that he's not pushing as much. He's on low ERS. He hasn't got many battles in front of him. And that will allow him to stretch out his mediums a lot more. So I won't be surprised if that happens, but knowing him, that won't happen. As me going a bit wide there. CC Brain gets moved on. It's Me there. Nicely done there. Lickle Blocks is going to try again for It's Me. It's Me could be struggling on those mediums once again. I did speak to a few drivers from the other tiers that I usually commentate on, and usually the medium stint is probably one of the hardest stint, the second stint, because of the tyre wear. I think usually the softs is not too bad, but mediums, it's usually, you've got to find a few laps to try and gain some grip potentially. So potentially that could really cost you more ways than not. So lap 14 of 27, and we're pretty much halfway of this Grand Prix. Let's give you a rundown of the order as we know it. Now Francis is in the lead on track, but in the net lead is Golanen. In P2 on track, in P3 on track, in the net P2 is Blizzard. A net P3 and P4 on track is Leon. Then we have Rain, CC Brain, It's Me, and Lickle Blocks. We do have a battle in front, potentially brewing with It's Me and CC Brain now. And Liam getting a 5-second stock go. A lot of people getting a lot of 5-second stock goes tonight. Is it a common Japan thing? Is it a common, you know, as it's me, he's going to try and get the inside into turn 1, but what switchback from CC Brain though? Can It's Me go to the outside and defend and get that move down and go on the attack? Maybe not. He's got to get it down now because otherwise CC Brain's teammate, Nickel Blocks, will be all over him. Nickel Blocks is around about 3/10 behind It's Me. So Nickel Blocks may have a little bit more of a chance. And he's looking for any guys to make a mistake, and that's probably what I would be doing right now if I was in that position. Is stay and hold on tight. And because of that battling, Liam's managed to gain a few attempts, quite a lot of attempts actually in that sector. So watch out for Liam, watch out for the wild card. I wasn't predicting him to do that well in that race, but he's doing really well actually. But don't forget though, he's been on those medium tyres for 7 laps, but so has Leon, so has CC Brain. And also another person that's been on the mediums for 7 laps is ILR1 Alfie as well. So it is not impossible to get those tyres to the end, but it's going to be very difficult towards the end. And It's Me, it's going to go around the inside of CC Brain. Can CC Brain cover it off? CC Brain covers it off and defends. A little bit of a Nickel Box losing the back end a little bit there. Francis goes into the pits then. So Gordon is now your race leader. But look at this, It's Me, goes to the outside, then goes to the inside line. Can he get the move done? Yes, he can. But CC Brain's going to try and have another look around the outside of him to potentially get back into P4. No. He stays where he is, and It's Me. What a performance from It's Me today. He is showing his true colours, and he just doesn't want to give up, does he? He is up into P5 and back where he is qualified for this race. So he dropped a few positions at the start of this race, but now he's back in contention for a possible podium maybe, if he can catch up to This Is Wayne. This is Wayne doing quite well in P4 as well. And Leon, even though he's dropped a few positions, Leon still in contention for a podium. And like I said, he is strong around this circuit, so if there was a circuit that he would get a podium at, that would be a circuit. Not going to say anything more though. Meanwhile though, CC Brain is still on the charge of It's Me then. He's not giving up. He's not going to let It's Me have P5 that easy on track, I must say. But we haven't really taken into account the penalties that these guys have got, so we need to watch out a little bit more closely perhaps. Let's see how It's Me is doing, trying to fend off CC Brain now. CC Brain's going to have DRS, It's Me is not. Can CC Brain challenge for the move? Nope, he stays where he is, but he could get it towards the S section then. But right now, let's watch. Oh, as Francis gets past Liam. So look at this, Francis could be in this battle as well. And he's on the softer compound tyre as well. So the medium to soft strategy has worked out very well for Francis, as he's trying to catch up. Now, he pitted a few laps early before, and I thought he was going to go onto the super soft tyres, but it wasn't going to last, so he decided to go for the soft, which is, I think, the best option. As Francis then, I'm going to challenge for Nickel Blocks. We got a 4-car trainers. Francis tried to make me around the inside of Nickel, but doesn't quite do it. You can see in the background, It's Me loving this. He's pulling away from these guys, so It's Me done what he needs to do. Francis is obviously going to try and make a move soon, potentially going through Spoon. Going through the uphill straight then. Both Nickel's going to get DRS from CC Brain. Nickel Blocks is going to be on the attack as well from CC Brain. Nickel Blocks going to be challenged for the move. He's also going to be on the defence from Francis as well. This is going to be absolutely tight here, going on to lap 18. Oh no, what's happened to It's Me? It's Me. Oh, he is, I think there was a bit of contact there. He's lost a bit of his front wing. And he is out of the session there. So, yeah, that was commentator's curses for you. And Francis, oh, Francis and Nickel Blocks. Nickel Blocks makes the move past Francis then. So now CC Brain and Nickel Blocks has P5 and 6. What about Francis then? I didn't quite see what happened to it to me properly, but if I will probably check the POV afterwards from it's me, so I can have a little bit more of an idea on what happened with that. As Francis going to look around the inside potentially of Nickel Blocks, maybe not, maybe Liam will come into this as well. Liam is right behind this train as well. So Liam could just stay back a little bit until he is ready to pounce. He could possibly turn the party mode pretty soon as well. But Francis dives it in, gets into P6 on this Grand Prix. Francis has gained 9 positions on this Grand Prix. But Nickel Blocks is going to challenge him once again, then going for the 130 yard and into Casio Triangle. And it's not over yet for Nickel Blocks. But look at this. Liam, he's the prancing horse. Liam is going to be on the attack once again, but this time he's going to have a little bit more of a chance to get the move done. Not quite in this turn though, but maybe in a few corners to come, or maybe a few corners to come. And Francis, oh no, Francis getting a time penalty. Nickel Blocks is going to use this opportunity to pounce then a little bit more then. I will check how many penalties Nickel Blocks has got, do not worry. Nickel Blocks still right behind Francis then. Francis 4 tenths behind CC Brain. This could be another move in the making then. Liam has dropped back a little bit from Nickel Blocks, so I don't think he's going to make the move as much as he would have liked. Francis is going to try it once again then. We need to be a little bit more cautious as well. I'm going to jump to its wane if this battle doesn't materialise. But look at this, Francis round the inside. He gets it done just like he did with Nickel Blocks a lap earlier. Up into P5, absolutely sensational. If it wasn't for that penalty, he would have been one of my contenders for driver of the day, almost certainly. He's doing the Mercedes team proud, and I will almost certainly help them in the constructors if it's not wrapped up already. I think it would have been wrapped up anyway. If I'm not mistaken, as Wayne is going to have a look around the inside of the Renault of Leon then. Leon is under threat of a podium then. Don't forget Wayne has got a time penalty, so that might put less pressure on Leon then, going for the S section. Very difficult S section, so Wayne deciding to back out a little bit. Possibly another chance towards the Dunlop curb. Leon doing all he can to try and defend is his favourite circuit. He wants to get his best result here. I will just have a quick look at what his best result of the season was, Leon. His best result was a P4. And that was, let me just check, that was in Austria. So, if he gets the podium here, that would make his best result of the season then. And I'll push him up the standings due to the fact that Lewis has retired. So is Janol, so. And Leon and Lewis and Leon are level on points, so. This could be Wayne's big chance to possibly get the move on Leon into 130R. He's going to stay back for the moment, try and avoid any contact. He's going to almost take the inside line now, going to try to the outside. He stays behind for now. Leon is out of the DRS range then, but watch. We could see a battle for the lead coming up soon, but let's watch between Wayne and Leon. Then Leon makes the move into turn 1. Wayne makes the move into turn 1, but can Leon get the switch back? He takes the outside line. Yes, he can. Wayne's not giving up though. Nickel Blocks getting a 3-second time penalty. Nickel Blocks could be attacking CC Brain soon as well. What a move defensive move from ILRT Leon. He's doing all he can. He's knowing where Wayne's lines are, and he is looking for a chance to make the move where Wayne wouldn't have possibly have thought of. Meanwhile, the status of the two Haas teammates, Nickel Blocks and CC Brain. Around about 4 tenths now. Blizzard dropping away from Gonanen, but Gonanen has got that 5-second stop go. Blizzard hasn't. Leon and Wayne looking for a move once again. Leon has the advantage once again. Leon is doing he's being almighty in defensive driving at the moment. Incredible. But Wayne's going to have more of the advantage of the DRS straight. They're going side by side into 130R. Looks like they are going to stay side by side then. But Leon, looks like Leon might back out of it at this stage. Yes, he does. Wayne takes the podium then on track at the moment. What great move from him. Leon's now going to have DRS under Wayne then. He could get for a move once again. Francis in the fast lap of the Grand Prix. We could see Francis catch up to these guys soon towards that final lap. But Leon, he gets position back from Wayne. Wayne's usually very good when it gets towards turn 2 and 3. This is where his strong points are. And that is what he's doing. So, great job from Leon to do all he can here. So lap 22 of 27 then. Let us know your thoughts in the comments and in the stream chat. Who do you think is driver of the day? Who has been your stand-up performance? I have got the grid positions. Francis gaining 10 positions. Blizzard gaining 4, as well as Sterling West as well. Zenki having a good race. He's gained 5. Poe gained 3. CC Brain not having the best of races. He's gained a few penalties. He's dropped 3. Leon's dropped 1, but still putting on a good performance anyway. Wayne is going to be on the attack once again. Now this is never ending between these two. Absolutely incredible. As Wayne is going to have a little look. Maybe a little bit of lockout from both of them as they both brake towards pretty much the same time. As Wayne could get on for another chance here towards the start finish straight. France is on the charge once again. The gap between France and Wayne now down to 2.4 seconds. So if these two don't get a move on, if any of these guys, when they get the move done, if they can't pull away, Francis could join the back of that train, and that could really put their positions under threat. And I think Lickle Blocks is staying right behind CC Brain, so I don't think they're challenging for position. We could see Liam potentially gain on those two Haas drivers if they don't decide to go for moves. So we'll watch that as much as possible as well. But to be honest, these two battling out for these couple of laps has been one of my favourite battles of the race so far, if you can agree with me. And, look at this. We've got Francis. He's now approaching to go to DRS range. And Zenki, oh no! Zenki has dropped it then. He has dropped it down into 12th. So Toro Rosso's not doing good here. He's lost the back end a little bit there. I'm just seeing he's lost a bit of his front wing as well. Yeah, he has got a bit there, yeah, as well. I won't be surprised if he does retire, but he will have to go to the pit lane. And he's been fighting the back end for quite a bit, actually. But let's not concentrate on him. Let's go on board with Leon and Wayne once again going to turn 1. Oh, Leon gone a bit wide there. That's allowing Wayne to get P3 for now of this race. Is far from over here as Zenki is out of the session. I am not really that surprised, to be honest, through the loss of his front wing. But Francis, he is gaining here in Japan. He's 4 tenths behind Leon. So the medium to soft strategy is doing really well for. Oh, we got a virtual safety car then due to Zenki's crash. So that's going to put a huge disadvantage on the leading bunch then. Gonanen. He is not going to work best for Gonanen because... And Blizzard is dropping time on that virtual safety car, but he doesn't need to drop that much because obviously Gonanen has got that 5 seconds, but he has got to get the gap. If he gets it more than 2 seconds, he just can't. but we'll have to wait and see. So no overtaking as of yet, but there'll be a saving grace for the guys that have been on those mediums for most of this race. So the likes of Liam, Alfie, Leon, Golonen, the ones that have been on those mediums that could be under threat for puncher. But I was commentating ILR5, no, actually they're ILR3 on Friday, and I did see someone go on these laps for those tyres for 25 laps. But God, punches. Francis gets the move on Leon. But he does what he needs to do, and he's already starting to pull away, look. And Wayne's starting to pull away as well, so Wayne getting a very good restart. But can Francis catch up? You never know. I'm too scared to look at the penalties right now, as there's so many good battles going no matter where you look. So you never know. For any critics that say, oh, there's not many battles when the championship overs, this race can definitely prove these guys wrong. There's been some great battles. We've seen that last year in ILR1, where the championship was decided quite early on by Blizzard, and there was still some absolutely incredible races. So, you know, that's why they are the best of the best out there, and they want to prove to them that they deserve to be on ILR1 again next season. But meanwhile, Blizzard has caught up to Golonen then for the penultimate lap of the Grand Prix. It's not really going to matter hugely, because don't forget, Blizzard only got a 3 second. Golonen's got the 5 second stop go. Blizzard is going to try and take the win on track, but Golonen gets the switch back. Blizzard going to take the outside line actually. Let's see, hopefully no contact. He gets it done. Blizzard takes the lead on merit of this Grand Prix, and it looks like he is going to take another win by the sound of it. The only time he hasn't won this season was in China, where he got a DNF. The other times, he has won every single one. He has been on force. He qualified. Let me just have a look where he qualified. He qualified 7th. And I didn't think he was going to challenge for the win today, due to the fact that he was playing it safe, due to the fact that he wasn't going to challenge for the championship. But he's just remarkable right now. But Golonen's still right on the back of him as well, so his position could be under threat. I'm keeping an eye on the gap between Francis as well, because Francis to Wayne is about 1.3 seconds. Looks like, I think, Golonen is going to keep P2, I think, by looks of things. Well, here is Golonen's chance to possibly get a move done from Blizzard then. We're about to start the final lap of ILR1 for the Japanese Grand Prix. These two, they've been on fire. Golonen has taken pole, a very good pole lap from Golonen. Golonen is going to try for the inside line then. Doesn't quite do it. Can Golonen do what other people have done and take the outside line to get the move on the S section? No, he does not. I think his next and only chance potentially could be either at the dead of the curve or through Spoon or through 130R. So he hasn't got much chances then. And there's also battles going other places around the field. There's equal local blocks still on the back of his teammate CC Braid as well. Still right behind him as well. We can still see a train between Liam and Poe. Liam into PA of this Grand Prix. We could be under threat from Poe. Poe is going to have a chance then, maybe. It's a 5-way battle then. Full P6 in this Grand Prix. This could be great stuff going towards Zegna then. As the two teammates, look at this, Liam could take advantage of this if any of the two houses make a mistake. Poe just staying put at the moment. And CC Brain, he's just doing all he can right now, but let's go on board with VSR Blizzard then, going towards the final corner. I think it's too little too late for Golonen, but Golonen still drove a perfect race anyway, apart from that penalty. But Blizzard comes across the line. He takes the win. His 8th win out of 9 races. He's been unstoppable this season, apart from the race in China, but absolutely incredible. Rain takes the podium. Francis A superb result. He's taken P4 from Leon. Poe, P6. So, good points on the board for that, as we've seen penalties flying left, right and centre. That means Little Blocks in P7, Liam in P8. That drops due to the penalties. That drops CC Brain to P9. That's Sterling West, I think, down the bottom as well. But Blizzard, amazing stuff there. He was just on control, trying to make his way through the field. And even though he didn't have to make that move anyway on Golonen, he wanted to for pride. And he did it. Great performance there. So there is your podium then. Golonen really did put up a good fight. If he didn't get that penalty 8 seconds to go, it could have been a few tenths, possibly, that he could have been separated between winning as well. So he could have potentially still been on for the win, but Italy was a very good race last week. So was the Japanese Grand Prix tonight. So we've got Blizzard takes the win then for Golonen in P2, Wayne in P3, and we got Francis starting 15th on the grid. If I have to give driver of the day, it will have to be between. I think it will have to go to Francis, because that medium to soft strategy worked very well. He had awesome grip. He made those mediums work, and he didn't really get the fastest. He actually did get the fastest lap, I think. Yes, he did. He also got the fastest lap as well. So sensational stuff from the Scotsman. So yeah, he gets my driver of the day. We got Leon in P5, Poe in 6th, Little Blocks in 7th, Liam in 8th, CC Brain in 9th, Alfie in 10th. And then we've got Sterling West, your final finisher. And your non-finishers here tonight are Zenki, It's Me, Janelle, Lewis and Foxy Dude. Foxy Dude and Lewis did retire early on as well. That means I believe Leon will go ahead of Lewis in the championship, I believe, as it stands. So, what do you guys think of that race? I hope you guys enjoyed that. Next week, the ILR1 drivers will be going to United States Grand Prix, a track known for its penalties quite a lot. So they need to be careful there, and the S section could be quite tricky as well. But a few of these guys do like this track of USA. So I'm looking forward to seeing how the drivers are going to do next week. So please make sure you tune in then. It's going to be absolutely fantastic to watch. Andy will be back next week in the commentary box. So at the usual time of 5 o'clock. Now, if you want to find out how the ILR2 and ILR3 streams went, don't forget to watch those back after the real life Canadian Grand Prix. Because obviously, we all want to watch that first. And I will be watching that afterwards as well. So I am going to try and avoid Twitter as much as I can, as much as possible. To try and avoid any spoilers from ILR2 and ILR3. But we'll have to wait and see. But we still got one ILR race to come with ILR Americas happening at 10 p.m. tonight, UK time, and 5 p.m. Eastern. And Alan cannot make it tonight. But Leon will be filling in with him. He will be commentating ILR Americas like he usually does if Alan could not make it. So, looking forward to that. Make sure you tune in then. I will be able to watch the whole race this time, which will be great. So, I will be watching that, and I hope you will be watching it too. But till now, we will see these ILR1 drivers back again next week for the United States Grand Prix. 2 more rounds to go. We shall be on for an epic last couple of races. We will see you then, same time at 5 p.m. I've been Jess Games 95. Have a good evening, everybody. Enjoy the real life Canadian Grand Prix. I'll be enjoying it as well. Good night.